Now, I don't know if I ever brought it to YouTube before, but I'm bringing it to YouTube now. And this was hmm, this is a continuation of a dream that I had, but I couldn't forget because this dream was too real. And I'm gonna tell y'all the dream. I already interpreted. I don't need no dream interpreters. But I'm gonna tell y'all the dream that I had. A few months ago, I had a dream that I was locked in this glass box. How I got to be in this glass box, I have no idea. But in the dream, I had walked into a church that I used to go to when I was a child. And I walked into the church and I noted, like, I recognized because the way they used to switch the entrances around, but this was the back entrance. So when you walk into the church, like everyone sees who's coming into the church from the back door entrance. That's the way the church was set up. So I came in through that door or whatever. Like it's technically the front door, but the way it was set up is the back door. So I entered in through the church door and it was empty, but it was full. It was full of energies, but there were no physical people. Now in my dream, I know whose energies are whose because the people in my dreams are faceless. Once you pass on, the people become faceless. So these some of the people some of the energies that I recognize were faceless. And it's the same faceless energies that I knew all my life, which is my aunt and my grandma. Now, my aunt energy was towards a corner somewhere. Like she was just standing in a corner, just scoping the scenery out type of shit. And my mama was sitting in one of the pews and she was crying like nonstop. So off instinct, I ran and sat next to my mama, like, Mama, what's going on? Why are you crying? You already passed on. Whose funeral is this? And she was like, even more. Like she stopped crying. She looked at me and she started crying even more. And I'm like, Mom, is this my funeral? Like, am I dead? Am I dying? Is it time? She looked at me and she said, no. And continue just like that. No. And then continue crying. So I'm like, what's going on? So I just see a hand like this. It reaches out like that or whatever. I see a hand reach out. So I followed the hand. And I just so happened to look into this glass box and I saw myself and I look back at my mama and she just disappears. And next thing you know, that same hand that was out like this start pushing me in the motherfucking box. So I wake the fuck up. Like, oh, hell no. What the fuck was that? So I wrote it down in my dream journal and that dream bothered me for a while. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that was about. The next night, I had a dream in the same church, but this time I was floating over the box and I'm seeing, you know, people around the box and they're passing money back and forth. A whole lot of money is being passed back and forth. And I'm watching the money be passed back and forth. Then I see, the head of the church, which was Pastor Broken Bar, because that was his church. He's the head of the church, and I see him moving his church to a bigger church. But in his house, because I've been in his house, there's a back room which is his office. There's all these bills that's past due and on his desk in the office. So when he was able to move to the church, I looked up because I'm still floating at this point. So I looked up and I'm like, how the fuck he able to move with all them bills right there? And he don't work. You know what I mean? And all I saw was keep like somebody do like this, keep watching. So I just kept watching. Now, as I'm watching, he moves to another church. And I just so happened to look over. And that's when my life started going to shit. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? So once again, I didn't finish the dream. I woke up and I started praying immediately over my life, over my kids, and everything else. So I never had anything more to do with that dream. I had, visions of people running, like dreams of people running around like chickens with their head cut off, and people trying to hustle and figure shit out, and, some people losing their fucking medulla. But I didn't put two and two together. I didn't put two and two together. So, 4 nights ago, I had a dream. Well, I wouldn't say 4 nights ago. I'll probably say maybe about a week ago, give or take. I had a dream about someone that I knew since I was 8 years old. And in that time, I kept hearing, they're looking for you. People are looking for you. And it went from they're looking for you, people are looking for you, to she's looking for you. And then there's a song she used to sing to me when I got depressed and wanted to take my life. And I kept hearing the song over and over. And like maybe 4 days, exactly 4 days. What's today? Wednesday. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the day after I had my surgery because I had surgery on Friday. So that's the night that I slept in my car and woke up exactly at 3 a.m., making it into my house by 3:15. Okay, so now it's making sense. Anyways, that's the night I slept in my car, and I actually slept outside of my car. And the dream that I had was she's looking for you. And then the song start playing. I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you to survive. It is his will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. Now, we used to sing that song on damn near every Sunday, at this church. So when the song start playing and it's her voice, and I'm like, okay, so it's her. So I went looking for her. I found her. We got to re-talking. We got to rekindling the relationship and got to talking. And after we got to talking, she told me some information or whatever. I, kept the information and I told my little story and said what I had to say. Last night I had a dream, and all the other dreams I had before linked up into this one fucking dream. And right after, like right before everything linked up, I felt a little contemplations in my chest. So I'm like, okay, all right, I hear you, Lord. Because last night's dream was the cherry on the cake. The dream that I had that had me had little complications was from a nap I took earlier in the day. Now, in the dream that had me had a little complications, it was straight panic. And the panic was she knows. She knows. She's not saying what she knows, but she knows. I don't know how much she knows, but she knows. So that's where the panic come from. And once again, it is his will that every need be supplied. You are. Oh man. So look, let me tell you the dream last night. The dream last night was literally the whole play out of every dream that I've had combined as one. I mean, dreams from Florida that I remember. Okay? Now, remember I told y'all I come from a lot of money? I come from a lot of money. I told y'all this. Okay? When you sell your soul to the devil for a bill, yeah, that's the problem. So one of the videos that I had after one of the videos I saw after I had the dream confirmed the whole dream. So I'm gonna tell y'all exactly, because I gave y'all the dream in bits and pieces, like how God gave it to me. I'm gonna give you the dream play by play from the time I closed my eyes last night. Okay. And this was after 10 o'clock when I fell asleep. And I woke up like 6 something this morning. Okay. So, and then I'm an asshole. I text her, I hope you're having a great day, knowing that she's about to have a very bad day. Don't fuck play with me. Don't ever in your life play with me. You see me, Tanilla Bar Lewis-Holloman, don't play with me. Because I'm a bad mama. I'm a bad mama jama. I'm a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm a bad motherfucker. Don't play with me. So look, now I fell asleep. Instantly, I start seeing the church. And this time, I'm in a childlike state, running from the Jamaican store in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, running from the Jamaican store with a little Jamaican beef patty, and I'm running down to the church. And I go in through the same door. And it's the same, like once I run into the church, it's the same scenery from the first dream. A bunch of energies that I don't recognize. My same aunt that passed away, God rest Yvette Donna's soul, and my mama, God rest Yvonne Lewis's soul, in that church. I'm like, all right, what's really good? What's happening here? So immediately I go into observation mode. So I'm watching everything. My biological mother conjured up enough money to pay off Pastor Michael Brokenborough's bills for him to lie in court under oath that I'm mentally unstable, that I've been mentally unstable to take care of my children. That's how he was able to pay off bills and move to another church. That wasn't the only person that got paid by my biological mother and her sibling, her only living sibling in the United States. So they got money to pay people. It wasn't just Pastor Michael Brokenborough and his church that got paid. William Stinson also got paid. Him and his family got paid. Jamie Wright, same big sis, her and her mother got paid. Because Jamie talks about a video where the love of money is the root of all evil. And now she's saved. And, she turned against my biological mom, Brenda Denise Lewis Jones, and say she's crazy. And she proceeds to tell me how the whole church has fallen and how everybody fallen. And you fell too. You went running back to God because the money ran out. So last night's dream told every fucking thing. Every church that was paid to lie under oath has fallen. Every pastor that was paid to lie under oath has fallen. Anybody in that congregation that was paid to come against me and my children, to separate me and my children, has fallen. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. So my biological parent and her sibling conjured up money that belonged to me hires a Jamaican attorney to handle my case. The Jamaican attorney made sure that my kids were separated from me and quit her job in the US and went back to Jamaica. And this is why my biological mother is losing her fucking medulla. This is why Household of Faith Deliverance Church went down under. You came up against an earth angel. You came up against God's chosen one. And you thought that that shit was going to slide? The only reason why Jamie and anybody else from that congregation is sorry is because, one, they got caught. Two, the money ran out. And three, their life went to shit. You got in bed with Brenda. You chose to come up against me. You plotted with my biological mother to take my life. You plotted with my biological mother to ruin my life. Oh, it wasn't just Brandon that plotted with my biological mother. Oh, it wasn't just Brandon and his family. It was two churches. The churches that made sure that I was in a mental institution, which was the church that I went to. I forgot the name of that church, but it was a church that I had went to. It's new something. I'm gonna get the name of that church. I gotta remember it too. But it's a church in New Jersey that I used to go to when I lived in Boundbrook. Like, I'm gonna tell you the list of names that was in on this whole shit. All of the heads of Household of Faith. That is Denise, which is Michael Brokenborough's wife. So you have the pastor, his wife, the mother of the church, which I think her name was Sister Phyllis, her family, William Stenson and his family. Who else? Jamie and her mom, Tony Olishuga. Y'all know Tony, my alleged dad / godfather, which is Yvette's husband. Like, there's reasons why Yvette stopped fucking with him. There's reasons why Yvette got herself a boyfriend while being married to Tony. Tony goes to Nigeria to do rituals and spell works and all that shit on me so that I don't grow and prosper. He goes over to Nigeria to do rituals on me. On me. Mm-hmm. So now that the truth is out, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get phone calls, from that same Jamie talking about, hey girl, how you doing? I'm pretty sure somehow Brenda's going to call my phone, this one, because that's the number that Jamie has, asking and crying for help. I know that bitch better not call my motherfucking phone. Yeah, fresh woke up, breath still humming and everything from a dream. Breath still humming. I literally just opened my eyes. Just got up. It makes sense why I saw one single standing fan just spinning in rotation. Because where y'all motherfuckers get ready to go, y'all, that fan ain't gonna work. It's gonna be blowing hot air. And that's fucked up that y'all really paid. You paid, out of all people, you paid the broken boroughs. That explains why me and Jessica fought, why me and Tiffany fought. And these are the pastor's daughters. It explains why William's life went the way that it went. It explains why, Samantha had got the shitty end of the stick. Like, it explains why, motherfuckers got played the way that they got played. Karma ain't done with these motherfuckers yet. And I hope and pray that Jamie learned the errors of her ways and come tell me the truth before this here video uploads. Because I know she watches my YouTube. I know everybody watch my YouTube. Who don't watch my YouTube? Come on now. As soon as I go live, notifications hit other people's phones. And they all tune the fuck in. What I don't understand is how y'all listen to a crazy lady, though. At 7:11 in the morning. Why y'all even listening to a crazy lady? Jamie sure enough let me know that Brenda is losing her mind and nobody wants to take care of her. Not even the 2 children she chose over me. Her green eyes and hazel-eyed children. Yeah, they don't even want to take care of her. But I did let Jamie know everything she wanted to know. My children are safe and successful. I am at peace. And there's nothing you can do to rock that peace. But good to know that, Jamie got caught up in this world. And when I say in this world, I mean in this world. I looked at a lot of her videos. And she talks about doing coke and sleeping with men and waking up and not knowing where the fuck she was. Remember I said I saw somebody doing coke. It's a live it's a video on this motherfucking page that I said I saw somebody with their and sniffing shit up their nose. Remember and that was a Saturday. So now that the money's done, ain't no more money. Now niggas is losing their mind. Now don't nobody want to be around them. Now, 1 out of the 2 of her half-white children are being forced to take care of her. I don't want no fucking apologies, bro. If apologizing to me and begging for my forgiveness gonna make you feel better, then by all means, go right ahead. Because you've been forgiven. Yeah, I mean, ain't no need to beg for forgiveness. You've been forgiven. But just know that I know. Just know I know. Pay off a Jamaican lawyer, paid off American lawyers, slipped some money and coke to the judge. I knew my intuition was the fuck on point because I kept saying it all of 2014 and 15. That judge is on coke. That judge is on coke. That judge is on coke. And I kept saying that if I had coke and had a lot of money, I bet you any amount of money, I have my kids in my custody right the fuck now. I kept saying that shit. And I looked at my mouth and I saw my mom's mouth going like this. My biological mother. And I was always wondering why her jaw moved like that. Cokehead. I literally just caught my mouth doing what she do. I'm like, why the fuck my mouth just... And it hit me. It hit me. I've never in a million years played with nothing like that. Because let me tell you something about Yvonne Paulina Lewis Thomas. That bitch will kill me. And she did. She will put her hands around my throat if I ever. I smoke weed, that's it. I smoke weed, that's it. I ain't never in my life did no other drug. I'm lying. I tried Molly once. I tried that syrup shit once. I had somebody had drugged me, put some ecstasy in a drink. I found out the next morning, never drunk with that motherfucker again. Other than that, that's it. I've never done cocaine, heroin, or any of the above. But I remember Brenda Jones' jaw going like that a lot. And now that I think about the jaw movements, when Sister Roxanne would be singing her ass off in church, her jaw did that. I don't understand how motherfuckers could even play on my top like that. What fucks me up is the fact that Pastor Michael Brokenborough and his wife and children, how could they even go up against somebody like me is fucking crazy, and call yourself men and women of the cloth. Pastor Michael Brokenborough has paid for at least 10 abortions within his daughters. Tiffany had 1, Rachel had 3, Jessica had 1. I think Rachel had more. I think Jessica had 2. God only knows how many abortions between Jessica, Rachel, and Tiffany that was given. I remember Tiffany being forced to have 1 because I remember an argument at their house where her parents said, we're not paying for another abortion. If you're going to be out here fucking and having these kids, you're going to marry that boy you're fucking. And they forced Tiffany to get Daedry. That's the girl's name. Daedry or Daedry or whatever. You know what I mean? She's the one they paid for abortions too. I think Daedry had 2 abortions before they made her had that child she has now. That's one of the things. Y'all out here offering up these babies. And that, trust me, you don't think Brenda Jones tried to make me have an abortion with Amori? Yeah, that one fucking happening. Because I'm going to tell y'all something about abortions. You're making a deal with the devil. You're making a deal with the devil. You're literally making a blood sacrifice to the devil. That's what abortions are. Abortions are making a blood sacrifice to the devil. And the worst part about it is, those people in that church knew what the fuck they was doing. Because damn near every female in that church had an abortion. Except me. I was going to have my child. You're not going to get me to kill my son. You got me fucked up. But yup. They made a blood offering. And the crazy thing is, they sent Rachel, Tiffany, Jessica, Daedry, even Jamie had got sent away for like 30 days when they left to go have that abortion. I tell you this, I've never had, why is it hooked onto my nose? I tell you this, I've never had an abortion. I've never. In 38 years of life, I've never had an abortion. Now, I've had a baby die in my womb, but I've never had an abortion. That's a deal you ain't gonna get me to cut. And honestly, they knew what they was doing. Because, like I said, my life went to shit after them niggas got paid. Shit. Even my biological mother's had abortion. Her last child is how she got a hold of my inheritance and got a hold of my money. And yeah, her last child. She killed her last child. Brenda Denise Lewis Jones killed her last child as a sacrifice to get what belonged to me. And when the sacrifice wasn't enough, I was supposed to be sacrificed. So she tried that, and that didn't work. She tried to sacrifice my son, my only son, and that didn't work. So they end up gathering whatever money that they gathered from all corners of my abundance and paid off people. How the fuck would I obviously know that the judge was on coke? And I said that to my lawyer. And she had this look on her face like, why would you say that? Because God told me the judge was on coke. And when I said a lot of money was spent, I'm talking at least $500,000. I'm talking about at least $500,000. They don't got that kind of money no more. There is a 1.5, I'm seeing $1.5 million life insurance policy on me, my name on it and everything. Yeah, I see that $1.5 million insurance policy. I see it. You ain't gonna never see a dime of that shit. That's why Brenda's gonna call me. She's gonna make one last attempt to take my life. One last. And I'm not falling for that shit, bruh. It ain't no coinky dink that Jamie just. You ain't summoned me. I found you. You couldn't summon me for with $1 in your pocket. You couldn't summon me with $1 in your pocket. I found you. I found you. I will always be able to find the low lives that came up against me. But I strongly suggest that those of you that are searching for me, trying to figure out where I am and all this good juicy stuff, I really hope that y'all think about everything. I really hope that y'all think about everything before y'all come. Because I know that niggas was paid. I know y'all got paid to ruin my life. I know that there is a $50, not $50, I'm sorry, there's a $50,000 hit on my head right now. I know that there's a hit, and the hit is $50,000. I know that. This is why God has me in the fucking wilderness. I'm not lying. I live in Washington State in the desert. If you do your history and research on the Tri-Cities, y'all will see that I live in a sundown town. Y'all will see that I live in a sundown town. It's no longer a sundown town, but where I live in Kennewick was known as a sundown town. Okay? And not only that, this is a desert. It's windy. Please do your research on Tri-Cities of Washington, like I did. Do your research on Kennewick, Washington, like I did. I know exactly where I live. I live in a retired sundown town where racist people really be rocking out here. I mean, they're not here anymore, but they were here. Like, yeah, I know exactly where I'm at. Very easy to find. But you know why y'all can't find me? Because God, y'all was never fighting me. Y'all was fighting God this whole time. Y'all was never fighting me. My kids were not for sale. My ass was not for sale. But yet y'all motherfuckers definitely got the selling. Y'all motherfuckers definitely got the selling. Confirmation. Your motherfuckers definitely got the selling. Y'all stole my kids and sold them. You separated me from my kids so that I wouldn't be better. Like, in the dream, it shows the jealousy. Like, I watch how jealous my own flesh and blood is. My biological aunt, Lystra Lorraine Lewis Simon, jealous of my love life, jealous of how men naturally cater to me because how I treat them. No one sees how I cater to a man, how I love a man, how I treat a man like he's next to God, literally. Which in turn have these men worshiping the fucking ground that I walk on. You know what Lystra Lorraine Lewis did? Curse my love life because she got a glimpse of that with her own two eyes. Lystra Lorraine Lewis Simon was in my house when she got a glimpse. When she got a glimpse of how my love life is gonna go. Other spiritual men that Lystra was harvesting energy from. Lystra is an energy vampire. She harvests energy from everyone around her. The men she was sleeping with, she was harvesting that energy. She was harvesting other people's abundance so that her life can be abundant. She was literally stealing other people's manifestations. She saw. She got the vision. She got the download. She had the dreams. She went conjuring something in a fucking mirror-like pool and was able to see my destiny and decided to curse that. That woman cursed my love life. That woman cursed my money. My biological mother not only cursed my love life, not only cursed my money, she went a step further as to curse my womb. And then proceeds to cloak herself in not just my husband's energy, but also the women around him, to make it seem like it's the women around him that's attacking me. It's been my biological mother this whole time. Her and her sister. Lystra and Brenda joined forces on an energetic level to attack me. And the third name that's a part of this is Barbara Henry. Barbara Henry is my great aunt. It has been Lystra, Barbara, and Brenda. Crazy. Because I wonder why BBL Drizzy will play a lot. And that's the only part. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. That's all they kept playing. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. And I'm like, what? I always hand that shit. Barbara B. Brenda B. L. Lister. Barbara Henry. Brenda Lewis Jones. Lister Lewis Simon. The first initials of the three is BBL. It be your own family. It be your own family. And the universe was telling me for weeks, BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. And I'm like, what? Okay. And I'm singing along like a dumbass. It's the dream. You see, Barbara, ain't nothing good gonna come to her. And then you get your daughters to stop talking to me. It's bad enough that y'all stopped me from coming to Trinidad for my own mother's funeral. Y'all really went all out. You really went all out. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. You curse my love life. You curse my marriage. You curse my womb so I could never have children. You know? Curse my marriage so that me and my husband can never get back together. It could be what was the spell, God? You wanted my marriage to be irreparable. That's what it was, an irreparable spell. That means damage is done so bad that it cannot be repaired. That's the spell that they cast. That's the spell that they cast. Like, my biological mother is a shapeshifter, and she could only shapeshift in her own. How the fuck you a shapeshifter and you could only shapeshift in your own elements? Her element is air, so she shapeshift into my husband. She shapeshift into my best friend, which is Robin Parker. That's for those of you who are, in other words, Brandon and Robin, if you watching and you've always seen this shadowy figure in a fedora that, and after you see this shadowy figure in a fedora, um all of a sudden your money just got better and you accepted the fact that your money, I don't know what that noise was, but that's confirmation. Your money suddenly, yeah, I hear you, Lord. Your money suddenly got better. Everything in your finances got better after you saw that shadowy figure in the fucking fedora. Now that the whole dream has come together, I could tell you who that is. That's the energy of my mama. And I told y'all who she was, too. The devil. Jamie confirmed that that woman is nothing but demonic energy. But you got into bed with that demonic energy, though, because you fell upon hard times. Like, see, the thing is, when you start refusing that energy in the fedora, that dark energy, because I don't know why Brenda liked to show up as a motherfucking man, but she shows up as a motherfucking man. And the fact that she shows up as a motherfucking man to the people I call my motherfucking friends, which means that bitch watching my Facebook harder than a motherfucking pedophile watching a virgin grow up. So she approaches each one of y'all motherfuckers, and y'all have common sense to refuse. But when y'all refused her, your life went to shit. Everything in your life went to shit. your money start fucking up. If you had a lot of bitches, your bitches start fucking up. If you have kids, your kids started fucking up. It felt like your entire family turned against you. And then you see that dark, shadowy figure in the fucking fedora again, doing like this motion and shit in the fucking fedora, like tipping his hat type of shit. You know what I mean? And your money gets better real quick. And you decide to energetically go with the flow of things. That's you energetically saying yes to my mom. And now she over here running your motherfucking life. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Now, because I'm calling everything out and I'm calling out all of the spell work, because all of that shit is nothing but spell work. It's nothing but spell work. And now that I'm calling out all of the spell work and calling out the demonic energy that has been sent to my husband, to Liberty, to his Brandon's mother. You know what I mean? Brandon's mother was already a dark ass motherfucking being, but being dark is what helped. So again, I'm calling out the energy that's surrounding my in-laws. And as I call out each one of those energies that's surrounding my in-laws, I'm still watching my in-laws' pages. I called out the energy that's surrounding my in-laws, especially Candace Muldrow. Candace Muldrow has been taking trips and living her best fucking life ever since I called out that fucking energy. Brandon, after calling out the energy on Brandon has been MIA. Liberty has not been posting anything. You know what I mean? And Brandon's mom is getting sicker and sicker. Brandon, on the other hand, has also found out that the children that were placed on him are not his. He's also trying to figure out how the fuck can he get back in my good graces. He's trying to figure out how the fuck can he actually fix his marriage. Because once again, I'm being the person that I was always meant to be, and I'm breaking the spells. A spell was cast on Lawan, and I saw it. A spell was cast on Daya, and I saw it. The same spell that was cast on Daya and Lawan was also cast on Stacy. Stacy was in love with Box. Always was in love with Box. Box was the woman that Stacy saw herself marrying. How the fuck did Damian Goods come into play? And if memory serves me correct, Damian Goods is a fucking Libra. Like I said, you see that nigga Manhattan, Brendan? Yeah, he's a fucking Libra. Daya is a fucking Virgo. It's crazy how after that situation happened between me and Manhattan, everything in Daya's life went to fucking shit. And the situation only happened between me and Manhattan is because I was full blown intoxicated. I'm talking shots, 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 shots. Everybody, we're bringing it back. Fireball. That's the only way me and Manhattan even happened. Because one thing about me is I'm a loyal ass bitch. And all my morals and values go out the window when alcohol is involved. I was young and dumb. But in my young and dumbness, I saw shit for what it was. How your own biological mother put the a Jezebel incubus succubus spirit on you? Your own mama. I wasn't supposed to be alive. I was supposed to be sold to the devil for top-notch dollar, for power, for fame, for glory. That's why everybody life falling apart. And this is why everybody talking about God now and running to God now. Y'all running to God because everything is falling apart. This is the year of eight. This is the year of balance. 30 years ago, they tried to sell and sacrifice my ass. 38 years ago, my biological mother tried to kill me for fame, power, and glory. She tried to take my destiny and put it on Afia. Afia was born prematurely. She was born prematurely. I was supposed to be the one that was dead, and Afia was supposed to be me. Now Afia is stuck taking care of Brenda. Don't bring me involved in that shit. I know everything. I know everything. All that black magic and spell work and shaking your ass under the moon and doing all these rituals and sacrificing unborn babies. What goes up must come down. What you sow, you will reap. I forgive everybody because that's how God built me. God saw me as the finest motherfucking weed, and the weed is called forgiveness. And He cracked that blunt, grinded it up, and put me in that mother blunt, and that bitch sealed. The name of me, that my strand is called forgiveness. But then I ain't stupid. Just because I forgive you, don't mean I'm going to allow you back in my life. Y'all niggas didn't accidentally cross me. Y'all plotted against my life. You plotted to kill me. You tried to swap destinies. You tried to swap destinies. You tried to give me something less than. You purposely sent suffering, pain, and agony my way. You wanted me at the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of points in my life where I could take my own life. It be your own flesh and blood, man. It be your own flesh and blood. But remember this, we are not fighting flesh and blood. We're not fighting flesh and blood. We fighting spirits. And if you don't use your third eye to see them spirits, you're fucked. I see the spirits. Back in 2021, I told my cousin, Tanisha, aka Tisha Lewis, that my biological mother is not my biological mother. That is a demon. Burps of confirmation, and that was a little bit of throat in the back of my throat. Tisha turns and tells me, oh, your biological mother died in 98. It's a demon inhabiting her body. Tisha, who has the same gifts that I have, who has the ability to see the same way I have the ability to see, saw what I saw in my biological mother. In 1998, she almost died. In 1998, her soul left and a demonic energy has been inhabiting her body ever since. Hence why the demonic energy that's in her body is now attacking everybody around her. And God forbid, do not mention her firstborn. Do not mention my name to her. Oh, all hell's fitting to break loose. I really do hope that niggas is changing for real, and not changing because they got caught. But I know niggas is changing because they got caught. Niggas is also changing because ain't no more money. Niggas is changing because their life. It's all right, leg. One baby step at a time. Nigga. Ooh, yes. It's almost time for me to put this leg in a cat. Anyways, y'all changing because the money is done. Y'all changing because y'all got caught. Y'all changing because y'all realize that Brenda lied, used, manipulated. Shit, half y'all changing because I broke the spell just by speaking on the spell. But I know Brandon knows. I know that, the demonic energies that he's entangled with refuse to let him go. It's the same demonic energies that's holding my biological mother hostage. It's the same demonic energies that's holding my biological aunt hostage. It's the same demonic energies that was in the church. Just know that I know everything. You tried to kill me, nigga? You tried to kill me, nigga? Well, ooh, oh, wow. Yep. I just want to go ahead and delete uh, that one, whoever that skank hunt is, because I'm gonna let y'all know I'm being stalked in real life. There is this guy on I don't know who he is. The name is Richie. Okay, Richie has multiple pages. All of them clearly fake. Okay. Now there is a paper trail started that I am being gang stalked. And I have a feeling that stalking is going to become, personal. Meaning, I don't know who knows where I live. I don't know who this Richie person is. But this man has been stalking me for about a good week now. Pushing 2. It's pushing 2 weeks. This man found me on my Snapchat, on all of my Facebooks, and I have 2, on both of my TikToks. And I do believe that he is here on my YouTube. Just know, don't let this motherfucking broken leg fucking fool you. Stalking me in real life is a no-no. Stalking my social media platforms is a no-no. I don't give a fuck how much money you was offered. Stalking me in real life is a no-no. You understand? So I strongly suggest that you cut that bullshit now. And I put that on everything that I love. This is a direct and clear message. Stalking me in real life is a no-no. So whoever this fake profile Richie is and shit like El Chavo, it's L_Chavo or Chavo or however you say it, with another underscore 1313 on that bitch. Or 1333. Either 1313 or 1333. Either which way, I strongly suggest whoever that profile belongs to, you stop. If you love your life, if you love your freedom, you will stop. Because what I'd have no problem doing is surrendering my cellular device to the police so that they can track the IP address. I have no problem surrendering my phone to the local police to find out that IP address. And I have no problem pressing full charges for harassment. Like I said, I don't give a fuck how much money you was paid to stalk and harass me. I have no problem surrendering my cellular device for them IP addresses to be tracked. Are we clear? Fuck around, you'll find out. Fuck around, and I promise you, on my dead grandmother, on my dead grandfather, on my dead aunt, I will press charges for harassment. And I will be suing you. Because it's going to come out, oh, such and such. Like, once the law gets involved, niggas turn to bitches and snitches. And the truth will come out. And when I find out who paid who, I'm suing you. I'm suing you. That's it. I'm not clearing no air about no rumor. I'm not clearing no air about no he say, she say. I'm suing you. The last person I spared for stealing money out of my bank account is LaWan, I think that's her name. LaWan Lily Mae Richardson. Don't give me crow because bitches be making up names and calling it their middle names. But you see, LaWan Richardson was the last person I let slide with the snake shit. Because I thought about her kids. If I would have pressed charges on her, she would have went to jail. Then her kids would have ended up in the system, and God knows that those kids may not have the same fighting chance that my children would have, that my children had in the system. Her children wouldn't have had the same fucking chances. Because the way God set up, when you do spiteful shit come back. Them kids would have ended up in a worse predicament than my own kids. That's why I didn't press charges on LaWan. But fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Because this time around, I don't give a fuck. You're going to go to jail. And I'm going to sue the drawers off your ass. So gather yourself, get it all together, and really think about it. Do you really want me to surrender my cellular device? Do you really want your IP address tracked? You know they check cell towers, right? When they tracking IP addresses, you know they check cell towers, right? You know the IP address is attached to your cell phone, right? Stop stalking me. I know about that $50,000 you got on my head. My life right now was worth $50,000. Me personally, I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough. I know about the $1.5 million insurance policy. I know about it. So if you think stalking me so you can get that money, that's not happening. It's not going to happen. You'll go to jail before you see that money. You'll be in prison before you see that money. Find something safe to do. Find something safe to do. Because playing with me ain't it. Playing with me ain't it. And whoever you are that's making these payments on my head, aka Brenda Jones and Lystra Lewis-Simon, your days are numbers. Your days are numbered. Your day is coming. I won't even tell you. I was about to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you. Just know your fucking days are numbered. Your day is coming. Justice will be served. All y'all planted some seeds that y'all now have to reap. And that has nothing to do with me. I strongly suggest calling off that hit and canceling that insurance policy. Go ahead and cancel the policy because it's not going to pay out. Go ahead and call off that hit and use that $50,000 to fix your life. Figure it out. Because the route that y'all are going, it's not going to end well for y'all. It's not going to end well for y'all. But you have a blessed day. And you had, let me see some. How dare you from this channel? Yeah. Y'all have yourself a blessed day. And y'all figure out your whole life. Am I hiding stupid people off my channel? Because when I start telling the truth, then you have the dumb people coming. And it be your own biological mother that be making fake pages. It be your own biological mother. Because from what I understand is, she went around telling people that I'm crazy. Right? You went telling the whole world I'm crazy. You hired judges and lawyers, and you got the people of the church to call me crazy. But it looks like you're the one that's losing your mind. It looked like you're the one that's losing your mind. Because let me show you something. If I was crazy, how the fuck did I become a certified peer counselor? If I was crazy, how the fuck did I complete school? If I was crazy, how the fuck am I becoming a nursing assistant? If I was crazy, how the hell I got my house? If I was crazy, why am I walking the streets? If I'm crazy, shouldn't I be in a nut house? Don't look like I'm so fucking crazy. It looked like everything that I have said has came to pass. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like everything I said out the hole in my face, this hole, has came to pass. When I was younger, I was told by my grandmother, not only that, I also had a dream that Brenda was going to lose her mind and she was going to need me before I ever needed her. And it seems like that's happening right now. I also know that children that was placed on Brandon ain't Brandon's. It seemed like Brandon also know that too. Hence why y'all can't find him. Now, Lystra already had to file for bankruptcy twice. Both churches had fallen. I heard Lister switch churches 3 to 4 times. I heard them people y'all went to go see, them witch doctors, them people you went to go see in Atlanta about me. Yeah, I heard that they cussing y'all out now. I heard they cussing y'all out now. Y'all went to go pay somebody, right? I heard they was cussing y'all out now. I'm going to tell you what the practitioner said. Why the fuck would you pay me to go up against her? You knew who the fuck she was. I'm going to say it again. Why the fuck would y'all pay me to go up against her when y'all knew who the fuck she was? Oh, I see the messages retracted, huh? Was that one of the practitioners, huh? Yeah, I thought so. Like I said, that $50,000 hit that you got out on me, yeah, that's not fitting to happen. That $1.5 million insurance policy, it's not going to pay out. I'm not going to kill myself, and y'all not going to do shit to me. But just know, if I'm continuously stalked, that I will be surrendering my cellular device to the local police and let them track the IP addresses that are stalking me. And somewhere along the line, I believe stalking somebody on the internet is a federal crime. Don't quote me on that. I will be doing my research. But as far as I understand, stalking someone on the internet is a federal crime. That's from my understanding. Like I said, don't quote me on it, because I'm going to do my research. And you know, when I do my research, I like bringing shit to the forefront. So you know that means I'm going to go live. Y'all know what it means. I'm going to go live on the laptop. And we're going to be reading it together. So, fuck around and find out. Play pussy. Get fucked. I like playing games, because I always win in anything I play. Figure out your life. Figure yourself out. Figure it out. I got money. It ain't hard for me to get a whole new phone. I'll get a whole new phone and give the police this one. And they will track your IP address. You ready to go to jail? For playing? Are you sure that's what you want? I thought so.